Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project Nerd Team. Thanks for coming on by and checking out this video. Appreciate your time and your support. The early morning vlog with the Google Pixel Fold at 1080p, 30 frames per second. On the freeway, I'll be getting off here on the 43rd Avenue exit. I've been having a great time with this smartphone. My first foldable smartphone. The one thing that I've learned through doing my homework is that the Pixel Fold doesn't give you two different layouts as far as utilizing the front cover display and the inside display. From what I understand, most of or all of the other foldable phones that are out there will allow you to have a specific layout set up on your main display, and on the inside display, when it becomes a tablet, you can have a different setup, a different layout, and how you want to set that up. And I would assume that the inside layout would be set up more to as far as the productivity that you want to utilize. Like for instance, for me, I'm creating a case review right now and utilizing Power Director to edit this specific video that I'm creating on the larger display. Is wow, it's just so much easier. It's just so much bigger to work with. It definitely makes sense to have that working for me on the inside display. So I get that. Obviously watching movies and videos and so forth. So, and I know that a lot of you that, not all, but most of you that have the Fold probably are going to be doing a way lot more than what I'll be doing. Obviously, there's a lot of gaming for a lot of you. You dedicate your inside layout to a lot of your gaming. Maybe it's something that you use at work, keeping inventory, whatever it is that you do for your job. Many different areas when it comes to productivity and what the Fold, any Fold smartphone can be for you day in and day out, and how you utilize it. So I don't know if not being able to have the ability to have two different layouts is a big deal. I mean, for me, it's not going to be a big deal at all, but for some of you, it may be. But maybe you're willing to deal with that because of the physical design and hardware and how this device is set up. Because this smartphone is getting rave reviews as far as the design itself. Shorter, a little wider, almost that 16:9 aspect ratio. It literally feels like that, but a little bit thicker, especially if you have a case on it. But again, there's always going to be this where you'll be able to do this, but you may not be able to do that. As far as your software experience in what any device has to offer the consumer. Okay, there's always going to be something that you get and something that you're going to give up. You're not necessarily giving it up. It's just not going to be there, so you're not going to be able to utilize it. So it's one of those areas that you really have to do your homework on and what you really want. Okay, sure, you may love the design, but having a Z Fold may work better for you, even if you don't like the taller, slimmer, a little bit chunkier device, but because it may have a lot more to offer when it comes to productivity and what you need it for. Now, Google can obviously give us a software update and change this. So we'll see if that's something that happens down the road. But I just really wanted to throw it your way if that was an area that you were hoping to have. Again, for me, it's not a big deal. It's definitely not a deal breaker. But for some of you, it may be, especially at 1800 SMAX. So something to think about. I got a couple screenshots, battery life. I'll be sharing with those with all of you later. I think I want to collect a couple more. I know one of the days I got off of work and I plugged it in, so literally forgot. That's my problem all the time. Well, not all the time, but most of the time I'm just not thinking. I get off of work. It's habit. I like to plug in when I get into my car and I'm going home. It's just one of those things I have to think about during the reviewing process. So a lot of times I just do that, and I'm like, oh man, 5-10 minutes later I realize I was actually doing a battery life test and I screwed up. For me, battery life, for what I do through my experience, I think it's just going to be normal, but I'll get to that later. Performance functionality is doing great. I may be doing a test as far as my Pixel Fold because we have really hot weather right now, and I want to see if it's going. I've heard that there are some devices getting hot. I know when you first get the device and you initially set it up and you're downloading everything that you use, it can get warm, but for some it's gotten hot. I want to do a 4K 60 frames per second after work today, I think. I'll try my best to remember. With as hot as it is outside and the heat coming through my windshield, the glass windshield onto my Fold, I want to see how long the video can go before I get a warning that my device is getting hot and it's going to shut down. So I want to do that test. I haven't had any issues right now, but I haven't really shot any 4K. I know I did a little bit yesterday for a few minutes. I was out in the country side is where my church is located. Leaving Gresham out to Sandy, Oregon. It's beautiful out there. It's not anything I'm going to throw up. But I think I may dedicate one video to that test. If you have the Pixel Fold and you're going through anything whatsoever, whether it's hiccups, any kind of hiccups, bad battery life, performance issues, let me know. What is it that you really dig about your Fold? The Gen 2 chipset, the processor can get warm. I understand that. The Gen 1 went through this for some people. I know my what was it? The Pixel 6 Pro got warm, but I didn't go through anything that I can remember that really put me off as far as overheating or anything like that. So my 7 Pro, didn't deal with that either. I mean, again, getting warm is one thing, getting hot is another. And this device has gotten warm. And I sport a case too, so it's hot outside. You got a case, you got heat coming through the windshield. Sure, the device is going to get hot just sitting there, not even being used. Not hot, but it's going to get warm to the touch. You're going to feel the heat on it. The phone's obviously on. I love my display to always be on, so it's not off. But anyway, I want to run a test on that. But let me know what you think about the not being able to have two different setups and how that takes away from what you need as far as productivity, or is that a big deal at all? And if you know of any info, Google working on maybe updating that. So cameras right now doing great. I got some pictures coming your way as well. So anyway, that's it. Leave some feedback. Appreciate it. God bless you all. I'm out.